Hi, this is Hawkeye King Pup, and today we are making a cobblestone and tree farm. Also, I have an updated one that's empty. We're starting with tree farm because, as you know, I severely need wood. Alright, I don't have any excess logs, and all of them are in my ender chest. Oh, and my honey farm produced a lot of honey from an AFK session. But that's all what I have. I need a wood farm. I'm going to industrial district to use my tree farm that I think is broken. So I can make a tree farm to get wood to make more farms. This is getting kind of ridiculous. I'm using an automatic tree farm to manually farm wood. This doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And this is why I so severely need a new tree farm. I'm not aiming at that hopper. I can't try clicking. I don't know why. 7.5 blocks. Yeah. We have all the parts for the tree farm. It sounded a bit weird. I don't know, but yep, it's a bit of a weird selection. I don't know why, but I have them. And that's what I care about. Let's go! Okay, so as you'll see, I completely messed up the schematic. And yeah. Also, I mentioned this later, Bomb and Copper messed up. I didn't learn how to get better at, I don't know, it's just a silly mistake I make. And so, yeah. Also, I'll probably mention this again later, but at the end it was still broken, so not the tree farm itself was working, but connecting blast chamber itself was broken, but it was an easy fix. And I was tormented by phantoms. Just look at this. Do you really think I like phantoms? I just swapped. Oh well. And I wrote that just to keep it from annoying me. And these break terracotta with schematics are so annoying because they're like they have rotation, but you don't need rotation, and it just gets a bit awkward. But I did learn how to place them if I know what direction I need to place them in. Place them the opposite of whatever direction you want to be facing. And I'm using the version that connects up to a blast chamber because I'm not putting this thing to waste. So I will build, as you heard earlier, I'm going to build cobblestone farm. And I'm also going to put a concrete converter. Concrete converter will probably be the easiest. And technically a blast chamber version because of the stuff which gets in 151 block stream. It's lower, but it's so efficient that it doesn't really matter. These parts I struggled getting them set up, and I figured out now. You have to place the blocks, and then place 2 blocks in front of them to reach push limit, so you can't push it, and then you power it, and it works perfectly. When am I going to get rid of him? Also, because I'm using Chromatica, to build this, I have to be very precise, which is good. And sometimes bad for things that don't really matter. Yay. Last time I needed those was in the beginning when I wanted slime balls. Now they're just annoying. And pencil Minecraft also finds them annoying because they ruin farms. That's why these blocks are there. Those glacier top blocks. And this is not the most efficient version of it. It's so ridiculously efficient that it doesn't matter. Oh, and this is side where they cut off this entire half and what connects this entire half. So that's my tree farm originally broke. And that, you'll see why that broke. Because it did. And both of them are 100% my fault. I had to get some resources. I didn't want to, but it was mandatory because it cut off. And now I'm rejoicing because it's the last layer. I had to relog or something. And no, not redoing this log. And then you had to build a roof. I think it, I don't remember actually. Why, I know it's necessary. Okay, so I'm back and I finished the tree farm, but I had to do more than you saw in time lapse. Alright, so I inputted some bone meal, but then the schematic was badly made. I was missing farm section. As you can see, I had to strategically input it, and then that side was also messed up, and so I had to add this section. Also, I had to get some more glass. So, yeah. This is how it works. So let's just turn it on. Oh, and it's designed by Omango. Link in description as usual. And I haven't actually tested out my blast chamber, so yeah. Okay, so it's going to move itself up. How? What? This is. I was so worried when that one piston exploded. Probably got some timing wrong. Okay, so I fixed it, but I want to figure out how it works. So I'm on duplicate world and creative mode. And here's my fixed copy. I'm just going to put the sand block and test it out. Oh, and I'm going to time lapse it. This tiny miniature short time lapse is of this thing breaking. That's all I wrote. I'd fix up block stream. And I'm pretty sure this is where I figured out what's broken. There it was. I don't know what happened, but I'm just going to ignore it. And, I don't know what the issue is. I don't think Omango ever mentioned an issue. Well, no, he did in Tree Farm video, but I don't think mine are those, so I don't know. So I'm going to use replay mod to figure it out. I'm going to be recording this, the recording is going to be in video, and I can do examining, find lid breaks, and do intensive examination. Perfect! This one's on real Technocraft surface, and it's of the blast chamber breaking. This one's also short, but 1 minute, so not as short. I think compared to one of these was an hour, the tree farm. Yeah, that's nothing. Like this took me 8 minutes. And this is where I thought something might be wrong, I think. I don't know, but this is where it's gone wrong. I haven't actually seen it fully functional, so yeah. I could Trevally blown up twice. And I just blew it up. And I paired it. was the end of the timer. Okay, so it blew up again, but this time it was small and it was 100% my fault. I literally blew it up because I triggered the wrong area. It doesn't really matter. It was working. I think the system didn't break because I just had to assemble Duper. I should have done that originally. But, so, yeah. I'll figure, I think there's some, I don't know. I'll work on fixing this section up. It blew up again. At least this time I figured out what's going on. It's been going wrong, so that then expanded on some servers and blowing up stuff, and then triggering the TNT, so that's how it's such a big explosion. This is annoying, but it'll be super useful once it's done. And at least this time it's a smaller explosion, I think. I'll have to do some testing in Creative World and checking out to make sure that this is exactly the same. Better get working on it. Okay, so I backed up the server in case this happened. And so, yeah, now I don't have to rebuild the contraption for a third time. Victory! Yeah! Not really. Success! Okay, so I figured it out, and it was 100% my fault, as all I knew, but so basically I flipped this TNT duper so that the TNT was on the opposite, so then this TNT duper triggers when it's pushed, and I added it so that it would push out into a block where it lands and blow it up. And in the original design, obviously it wasn't like that. It's designed by Omango. It's never like that. And yeah, now I can fix it, but dead coral sands are finicky. Will blow up. Only the sleeper will tell. I mean, it did blow up. Yeah. Oh, of course I placed TNT. Wrong position. How do you assemble these things? This version of TNT. Use the bigger one. It wasn't that hard to repair damage, and the TNT duper finally assembled. That's the biggest struggle and caused about 1,000 problems, and they decided to build a cobblestone farm in this video. Yep. Bye.